Greetings petrolheads, my name is the Tom, you're on my gaming channel and it's time for another episode of Automation, the car company tycoon game. Today I'm gonna be building another replica and it's going to be a 1968 Jaguar E-Type. This was requested by Kieran Law and I'm pretty excited about this replica because I like the E-Type basically is the whole reasoning here. It's pretty tough to get the rear end to how it should be. Like there's no big area here. Like the boot is really low. It would be like here, and this whole rear end would have to go down there in order to make it look like the real E-Type, you know. But it doesn't, so it's a little bit annoying that is the case, but it is what it is. We have a very steep front window. We have these inlets for the headlights. That is correct. And we have a chrome bumper like this. However, the badge goes on top of that. And yeah, I think the number plate, no, that's below it. Okay, we're basically done with morphing the body. So let's go ahead and I have no idea what it's made of, but it is longitudinal because it does have a big inline 6, probably McPherson struts front, and it might have leaf springs rear if I had to guess. It's probably made from steel? What else would it be made of? We're gonna put some of these on here and make them bigger. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. This right here, this is what I was looking for. Okay, good. Then we need to make the grille work somehow. For example, by making one of these like right here, and then one of these like right here. We're gonna have to make them smaller in order to, you know, not mess up the looks totally. And I really dislike the fact that there is this chrome bumper is just so thick that it doesn't look like a real E-Type anymore. Also, the badge goes on top of that bumper. Devs, if you're watching this, please make it so there are versions of all these body shells without the bumpers, because it would be it would give us a lot more freedom in the design if we were able to, you know, say put down some of these chrome strips to make bumpers ourselves, rather than, you know, be stuck with this massive front chrome bumper. Anyway, we're gonna put down the indicators just where they're supposed to be, like right there, I guess. And what else do we have on the front end? We have a number plate that goes all the way down here. That doesn't look like an E-Type. I mean, come on. On the side we don't really have that much other than some door handles. They look like basically like these, I guess. And then on the rear end, if I could find a good picture of that. Gorgeous. We have a very weird arrangement of the of chrome, basically. Like the number plate should go where this middle section of the bumper is, and then the chrome should wrap around it, basically. However, that's unfortunately not in the cards either. What do you want me to do about that, guys? Like, I'm good with, you know, fuck it. Let's just pretend that this little chrome bar is not here, and let's put the number plate right here, and then we're gonna, I don't want to disappoint you guys and say, oh, it can't be done. I might have to resign at some point, but not right here. Let's just instead use what we've got. And put down some chrome here, this way. And do something similar to this on the other side of this chrome bar as well. Make sure that's about the same angle and about the same length here. That is neither the same length nor the same angle. It's more like this. Okay, then we probably have to adjust this ever so slightly, and then connect these two like so. Okay, that's good. It's not like the real one, I realized that, because this massive chrome bar in the middle should go away in order to make it like the real one. However, you know, I've gotta use what I've got, right? I can't, I'm not a magician, I can't change things in this game. However, what I can do is I can put down the tail lights like here. Please. Thank you. I should make them smaller. It's the first time I've ever said that, I think, on the replica video. Usually I make fixtures too small to begin with, and then I have to make them bigger. And then we also have another one of those in there somewhere, like right there. Those look like the, yeah, those look like the taillights of the real E-Type. However, the whole shape of the rear end is not the way it's supposed to be, I guess. I'm gonna try and make the exhausts look like the real ones though. They're spaced out like this, basically. And you know what? Why not make another one of these down here? Come on. There we go. Okay. Now this is kind of a compromised E-type. However, it is... you can kind of see an E-type in here. Not particularly so, but you know, I'm gonna, but to maybe compensate for that, I'm gonna build the engine as well. Make it blue or red. Dark red seems like a really good choice here. I know I've made so many dark red vehicles lately, but you know, gray works well too here. So I might as well stick with grey. I'm gonna build a new engine here. This is of course the 1968 Jaguar E-type, and it's going to be the 4.2 liter. So it will have an inline 6 engine made from cast iron. It uses dual overhead cams as far as I know, with probably only 2 valves per cylinder though. The bore and stroke ratio is... I've had that. Where did it go? 4.2 liter. Yeah, the bore is 92.1 and the stroke is 106. 92.1, 100. So that makes it too big for this car. Interesting. Yeah. Let's reduce the bore just a little bit. There we go. It has probably a cast iron crank with cast conrods even probably, and I don't think it has forged pistons, but I'm gonna go with them just because I need some revs at least. Okay, we need a fairly low cam profile, because otherwise we're not gonna get the horsepower down low where we need it, because this engine has a fairly low rev limit, and therefore we need to make that power early. It is a triple carburetor setup with a DCOE or with a single barrel triple carburetor. I don't know. I'm having a hard time imagining that a single barrel triple carburetor would be capable of making this much power, like 265 horsepower down low. But I'm gonna try. Like 5800 is probably more than what it's capable of. $201. We need 265. Oh, we're so low on rondo. Yeah, engine's breaking, engine's failing. What do we need? We need forged steel, we need I-beam steel, we got tons of valve float. See guys, this is why I normally don't build engines. Now it's running too rich. Yeah, let's go for a DCOE with triple carburetors. That didn't help out very much. We're still making the same amount of power, performance intake doesn't really give us that much. There we go, that looks much better. 255, 261, 263, 266. $265. We need 383 Newton meters, so maybe we can do that with 384 is what we need, I think. What if we go 1 point lower? I want to 385, 386. $385. Okay, let's just leave it at that. I think it's close enough. Okay, now to the trim. It had a 4-speed manual gearbox, and the top speed was 150 miles an hour, which is pretty fast for its time. I don't know about the way it was spaced. It did not have a differential. Probably came on like sports tires. What kind of sports tires they had, at least in 1968. Can we now go for like 205s? No, we cannot. Okay, so this is gonna have... This car is gonna struggle to put its power down. But that's what old cars are known for, right? Let's put it... Let's give it some of these rims. Because why not? Some more profile. And probably solid brakes, solid discs front and drum brakes rear. That was a pretty popular setup until in the mid 90s or something like that, on cheap cars at least. I know that because my my Mark III Golf diesel has discs up front and drum brakes on the rear end. This car probably doesn't have brake airflow, if I had to guess. Plenty of cooling here. It's got 2 seats only, I think. Premium interior. Premium entertainment for back then. Power steering, probably yes. Standard 60s safety. Let's just go for the standard option here in the sports setup on the suspension. And then we get a car that weighs less than 1200 kilograms. How much does the real one weigh? Oh, 1315, huh? That's kind of heavy. Let's go for a 4-seat setup. Maybe advanced safety here. It probably doesn't have advanced safety for it, even for its time. Luxury, handmade. Just plain steel. That's lighter. Yeah, well, this car is too light. And yeah, whatever. Even though the OTS, I don't know which one that was, open top if I had to guess, that weighed just 1256 kilos. So we're pretty close to that. In fact, if we go back here and choose steel, we're at exactly 1256. So let's pretend this isn't an open top. It's just a removable toggle or something like that in our case, rather than what it actually is in real life. The speed is not on par with the real one yet. Uh, 147.3. Yeah, we can't get it faster than the 147.3. apparently. Sounds glorious though. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please click the like button, it helps out a great deal. Also consider subscribing if you want to see more content in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.